How's it going, YouTube? It's RJ here, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to get competitive legendaries in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now specifically, I'm going to be going off of the Ultra Beast. Just for this example, you can do this with any of the legendaries, for example, Solgaleo, Lunala, Nebby, which I keep forgetting his name is Cosmog. I love that creature to death. And this also works with Titanol as well, and I believe Magiarna will have the same thing, where every single last one of those Pokemon will have at least 3 stats that are perfect. So you will have 31 IVs and at least 3 stats. Now what I do before I go into one of these encounters is try to get an estimate of which IVs are going to be perfect, because with Sun and Moon they made it so much easier to tell, because you can look at their stats after you caught them instead of having to go all the way to the PC or putting them inside your party. You can look directly after you capture the Pokemon, because it says, see the Pokemon summary. Now, what I go on to is Pokemon Showdown. I set the Pokemon on Pokemon Showdown to the level that you will encounter it. For when you encounter the Ultra Beast, which we will be going after UB01, it's going to be level 55 when you encounter it. So right here are going to be the stats. It's going to be listed in HP, Attack, Defense, Special Attack, Special Defense, and Speed, in that order. Now what this is the neutral stats, which is going to be if nature does not affect it and it's a perfect IV. So this one right here is going to be if it's a negative nature towards it and it's a perfect stat. And then for this one it will be if it's a positive nature towards that stat and it's a perfect IV. Now HP is automatically going to be 201 no matter what if it's perfect. Attack is going to be 80 if neutral, 72 if negative, and 88 if positive. Defense is going to be 73 neutral, 85 negative, and 80 positive, and so forth and so forth. Now, when you do this, you want to go and build your Pokemon on Pokemon Showdown beforehand, and I'm actually going to do a competitive guide on Nihilego just because I really like that Pokemon, and I'm really invested into that one. So, what I did was I wanted a Pokemon with a calm nature, so what that's going to do is it's going to have minus attack and positive special defense. And I want perfect stats in at least HP, special attack, and special defense. Now, if I do not get special defense or any of these stats, if I just don't get one of them, it's going to be so much easier because Sun and Moon gives you access to bottle caps, which allow you to make a IV all the way perfect no matter what. And I think that's extremely broken because you can make any Pokemon competitively viable. And if it's a golden cap, it turns all of your IVs into 6 IV perfect. It's going to be amazing. I don't know how I feel about it. However, if one of these stats is missing, then you can go and fix it with the bottle caps. So what I'm going to try to do, no matter what, is going to get at least 201 into HP. I want to get 71. I want to get 161 in special attack and 182 inside special defense. And I don't care about the other stats necessarily. I would like good speed and I would like good defense. Attack I really don't care for. So if I get a bottle cap, I will probably raise the speed once I get it. Now, am I going to show the legendary inside this Pokemon, the exact legendary? Not the encounter more than likely, just because I will have to go through a lot of encounters. However, I will show you the general gist of how you want to do it for the Ultra Beast. So I know what my stats I want to look for, so let's get right into the gameplay. And let me turn off a few of these lights so that way it makes it much better for you guys to see. Okay, we are playing on Pokemon Sun version. And what I do is I save right before I walk into any grassy area with the legendary in it. Now, UB01 can spawn inside the volcano area and then the Diglett tunnel. So this is why I go here. Now before I go into any encounter, because there's a chance that this is like a roaming legendary where you can just walk into it and it can randomly appear. So what I have right here is a synchronized Pokemon at the very beginning. It's an Abra and it has Calm Nature, which is the nature I want for my UB01. Now, with the ability, it's going to be Synchronize, and what Synchronize does is it gives a 50% chance of the Pokemon that you encounter to have the same nature as you. Now this is extremely good whenever you're trying to get a competitive Pokemon such as Ditto for breeding, or just a competitive legendary, just because it gives you the chance to have a Pokemon with an extremely good nature. And how I run mine is I just put it at the front of the party, which is where it's supposed to belong for the effect to take place. And then I just run around and try to get it. Now, like I said, it's like a roaming legendary where you'll randomly encounter. But as you can hear from the background noise, you can listen to the music, and there's UBO1 as blurry as possible. If my camcorder could focus, there we go. So it's special defense Rose. We know it's a super special defense bulky Pokemon. So I'm just going to waste a turn. I'm going to go just throw a Pokeball at it, because it should kill off my Abra. Now this Pokeball should not work. It should not capture it. If it does, I will be shocked. But there we go. UBO1 is going to use Acid Spray, and that should kill us. And by should kill us, we have a level 6 Abra. Now, about Abras can be found. Actually, let's look at this real quick. As you saw right there, it used its ability Beast Boost. Now, what Beast Boost does is it raises the best stat that Pokemon has. Now, for my stats, I wanted Special Defense to be the highest stat. So every time it kills off my Abra, I know whether or not this is going to be a Pokemon that I want. Because if its Special Attack raises instead, it's not going to have the perfect Special Defense, or it might not even have the Calm Nature, which is why I wouldn't want it. So I would soft reset right here, which would be LR, Start, or Select. But when I'm talking about Abras can be encountered inside the shopping area, where you can just run around, go capture your Abras. I throw Ultra Balls, and then 50% of them will have a synchronized ability, the other ones will have inner focus, and you just want to try to get a team of Abras where they all have abilities or natures that you want with synchronized. So get your Jolly, Timid, Modest, Adamant, Careful, Calm, Bold, etc., etc. Just so that way you can get synchronized onto some Dittos for breeding, and that way you can get the competitive nature that you want on your Ultra Beast or Legendary Pokemon. Now this also works for, like I said, Solgaleo and Munala, where all you have to do is just save before you walk into or talk to them. And like I said, just save before you walk into the grass, and you can restart from there. So we're going to use our next Pokemon, and it's going to be Pikachu. I'm going to see if Pikachu if it's faster or not. What this is going to do, my Pikachu is pretty decent speed. However, if my Pikachu outspeeds it, that means the speed on this Pokemon is not very good. However, getting that paralyzed, it's actually going to help me out in just capturing it. Power Gem should kill me. So that's really good, actually, that the Power Gem killed me, because if it did not kill me, that means its special attack would be too low, and I would want to soft reset right now. So we just use our next Pokemon. I'm going to use Incineroar, and I'm just going to use Leech Life twice, I believe, if we get lucky with one paralyzation. And I know that this won't kill, unless it crits. Okay, maybe I don't. Okay, it was a crit. Power Gem did a lot of damage to me. So I'm going to use Leech Life one more time. Hopefully it doesn't kill. Sometimes it will. Good, it did not. Now all I have to do is just throw my Beast Ball at it, and we should have the Pokemon fall. I really like the designs of the Beast Balls in here. They're actually extremely cool. Now, I've done this method, and I know it works because I've gotten my Solgaleo competitive, and I've gotten my Type Null competitive, and I'm really excited about those, and I can't wait to EV train them and make them really good. Actually, my Solgaleo, its attack is close to being 31 IVs. It's actually 29. But yes, we caught the Nihilego, which I'm actually going to name it Lucamine, or Lucamine, however it's pronounced the President, because I just really love this Pokemon. It's a parasite Pokemon. It looks like a jellyfish, and I love its implementation inside this story. And I love it's the first one. So we're not going to nickname it just yet. We just want to look at the stats, because I know its speed is not going to be the best. Just first of all, I'm going to look here. See, that's why, because it has a sassy nature. I don't want sassy, so I'm going to actually just reset this Pokemon. But first, I just want to show you guys how the stats matched up. Now, as I said before, if it has perfect HP, it's going to be 201, which it is right here. Special defense, if its special defense, which is sassy nature. Sassy puts it at a higher. I'm just trying to figure out which ones are perfect. So we do know HP is perfect. Special attack on a neutral nature is 161, so that's perfect. And then I'm looking right now. The attack on a neutral nature is 80. So what this means is that our Pokemon is not perfect. It has perfect special attack, perfect HP. However, it's missing the nature and it's missing the special defense. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just keep soft resetting, which is LR, start or select, and I will pick up right after I get the competitive Pokemon that I want. So I will stay in tune for that. So guys, I finally got a really good Nihilego. I keep mispronouncing the name. But this is an extremely good one. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, the stats are looking nice. And then I looked deeper into it. So here we go. We have the stats right here. First of all, it is the calm nature, which I did want. So minus attack plus special defense. Then I'm looking at it. Okay, 201 HP. Okay, that's perfect HP. Nice, we got that. Special defense with a positive nature, perfect IVs, 182. That's good. Speed with perfect speed with a neutral nature is supposed to be 135. All right. Defense is ending up being 73, which is also resolving from a perfect nature. I'm like, okay, this is a 4 IV. Oh my good lord, this is a 4 IV Nihilego. And I'm like, okay, what's the other stat that really mattered? And that other stat is special attack, because attack is kind of pointless. However, the attack, actually, I believe, let me go look at this real quick. The attack is an extremely good IV as well, which is surprising. Because with a negative nature, it should be 65, which would be the max, and it's only 2 points lower than that. Which I'm like, wow, that's actually good. So what's special attack? Special attack for this Pokemon is end up being 160, when with a neutral nature, it's supposed to be 161. Now this is almost perfect. It's extremely perfect. However, I'm not going to soft reset for this one, for another one, because this is an extremely good one. I wanted a special attacking, perfect nature one that had a really good special defense. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up using the bottle cap and boosting that special attack all the way up to the 1 extra point, just because I'm that type of person. However, we have ourselves a 4 IV Nihilego. And this is a competitively viable one too, because the special attack is not bad at all. It's actually almost perfect. And if I want to go into it, an HP hidden power might actually be pretty decent, just because it wouldn't be exactly dragon, which I'm actually really excited for, because having a hidden power that can deal with steel types or it can deal with ground types, that would be extremely good for this Pokemon. So that's how you get a competitive Pokemon or competitive legendary in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. If you guys enjoyed this video and thought it helped out at all, please let me know in the comment section down below, and give this video a like, because this was a really cool video and I'm really excited. If you want to go see how to do this inside Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I'll leave a link to that video down in the description below. But it's essentially the same exact thing. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time with more Pokemon content when I return. So until then, YouTube, goodbye.